Hello, welcome on in. It is, as you will probably know, a Saturday. And, I'm away from keyboard, which is not a surprise. Q. Apologies, just taking delivery of some tea. Which is what all good cats want. Yeah, so it is Saturday. And we are playing Final Fantasy XIV. Been a while. Last time we were here, we finished off the main scenario quests for Endwalker. But did not start on the main scenario quests for Newfound Adventure, which I think is what we're currently on. Let me just write that down. Alright, so been a few changes. I'm back from my hiatus, which lasted all of a week. So there's going to be some changes. I thought I'll go through these now. I'll probably mention them again later, but I'll go through these now. So the 4 nights a week, or 4-ish nights a week, was getting a little bit distracting. I have a bunch of other projects that I need to do. And just, it was inflexible. Because it was 4 nights a week were taken up with either streaming or D&D. 1 night a week was taken up with gaming, which left me 2 nights a week. And, you know, one of those has got to be downtime. Going to be honest. As much as I love streaming, as much as I love my other hobbies, as much as I love work, maybe it's not that last one, but there has to be some downtime. So it wasn't hard to do, it was just inflexible. So I've decided that going forward we're not really a LEGO stream anymore. Again, I do like doing LEGO. It always felt that doing sets on stream, while cool, I enjoyed doing, but it always felt that doing sets on stream, when I could be doing something else related to another project, felt a little bit indulgent. And I'm not at a place where I'm happy with the creative streams. It's not I'm against sharing my creative process or doing that creativity there. Again, it's just purely a flexibility thing, and also a case of if I'm being creative in that way, I want to be head down, music on, no distractions. That might change in the future as we go forward. I might get to a point where I'm happy to share that creativity. So going forward, we're 3 streams a week at the moment. So we'll be doing 2 streams a week gaming, because that's one thing. When I was thinking about it, that was one thing I liked doing. Is I like having a couple of nights a week where I can just do gaming. And that's going to be Stowe for the foreseeable future, because I want to play that game. Saturdays I want to finish off Final Fantasy main story, because I've been posting them to the stream to YouTube. You can find that at Clocks and Plays. I probably should have some kind of command for that. But yeah, so I post them to YouTube. I've posted every main scenario quest stream I've done. There are 80 of them, or slightly over 80 of them. I don't even know what episode this is. I probably should check that out. Let's go and check that out. YouTube.com. Switch account. Clocks and Plays. With me 1 subscriber. I probably want to be in the studio, don't I? Yeah, so we're up to episode 83. There, so we've got 83 episodes, although most of them are on a different account. So we've got 83 episodes. So I kind of wanted to finish that off. So, and we've got to the point where I want to do complete sections. So we've got Newfound Adventure is one patch, so I want to do that all in one go. I want to do the 6 patches that are pre-Dawn Trail all in one go. Then any patches after that I want to do all in one go. I need to work out how I'm going to split up. But the idea being I'm doing them on a Saturday because I don't really care about the end time on a Saturday. So we'll start at 2 for the foreseeable future. They're not going to be every week because I've got Saturdays coming up where I can't do streams at all. So they're not going to be every week. And they might be interrupted. We've got a follower goal on at the moment where if we hit it, we'll switch to doing Alien Isolation on Saturdays. The first stream will be a guaranteed 8-hour stream of Alien Isolation, and then we'll probably finish that off in what? Well, we'll probably finish that off in some other streams. It might not be Saturday streams. It certainly won't be the regular streams, but there might be a couple of streams nights a week where I want to be like, you know what? Let's just do some more on this. My goal going forward is very much to get into a position where I can just stream what I'm doing. Without any kind of shenanigans. So the Lego streams, the Lego build streams are great, but they take forever to set up. And I can't leave them up because I work from the same desk that I Lego. So I stream from this desk, I work from this desk, I Lego on this desk, I paint on this desk. This desk is my home, sadly, I suppose, for like 16 hours a day. When I'm not in bed, I'm probably sat at this desk. So having to switch it out for various different modes for streaming is difficult. So for now, streaming is going to be limited to what I can do on my computer, which is games. I've got a big project change coming up. So my current big project is some other videos that I'm doing for the long since finished Imperium magazine. We've only got a few more to do of those, so we've only got 6 more to complete. I'm hoping to get them done by the end of the year, and then we're going to move on to another big project which is video game related, but is also doable from my computer, so they might come up. I might start doing those, but they will very much be ad hoc as and when. But for now, for the foreseeable future Saturdays, there will be a gaming stream starting at 2 o'clock. For the foreseeable Mondays and Tuesdays, again, excepting the first Tuesday of the month, which I'll probably move that stream to a Wednesday, if I'm honest. There will be 2 gaming streams per week. Well, obviously this is a gaming stream, but there will be 2 regularly scheduled gaming streams per week. And again, for the foreseeable, that will be so. So yeah, that is how things stand. I have a cup of tea. So we're going to crack on with this, and we'll see how long this takes. Probably about 4 hours, but we don't know. We're on until we've got to what's the next one called? So a Satrap's Duty is the last one. Oh, we pick up when we get the Newfound Adventure achievement. That is when we'll be done. When we get, so the next one's a search for Ashdaya. Satrap's sister, which obviously we don't know yet. Spoilers. So that's what we're going to do. So we might as well just crack on with it. So let's have some audio. No, that's not what we want to do. We want to be on here. Newfound Adventure. Tataru is putting a pot of tea, and it looks in need of company. Okay. Clock, how lovely to see you. You know how these like quests, these post scenario quests are just like, I know you don't normally get XP for them because you're normally capped level. You're normally capped level at this point, so. But, you know. 50k XP does seem a little bit mean.
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around. Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand. I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors. Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it. What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
Oh, a grand new adventure. Of course.
Traveling to the edge of existence and back wasn't enough? Well, if that's the case, I might have a suggestion for you. You fought bravely and selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats. For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while? Acquit yourself as a simple adventurer again, and travel the world in search of wonder. Oh, that's the spirit. I can feel from here the blazing fire that just lit in your belly. Now, all you need is a destination. If you're having trouble deciding, just leave it to me.
Why do I feel there's an agenda at work here?
Thavner, that's where you should go next. I doubt you were able to squeeze in a proper tour of Alzadaal the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Vritra would be pleased to see you. Then there's the bounty itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to sail that sea, now's your chance. Just think of all the new experiences you could have.
Ooh, it's Emmett.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
No.
As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world. In anticipation of an occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but it's still a work in progress.
Oh.
Shouldn't take much longer now, though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
Nice. You're the best, Tataru. Tats. No. Not tats. Definitely not tats. What is that? Is that a panda?
Stitch in here and trim in there. Knot the threads with love and care.
Oh God, she's singing.
Just a little more to go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement.
Oh, is that the head of an ear? Sorry.
I am one with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my whims.
Finally finished Dawn Trail in my other playthrough.
Don't worry. I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across.
Shots fired? So now...
Oh, we mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
She is full of the burns today, isn't she? Nap time. Ooh, it looks dark and foreboding. And dark. And foreboding.
And thus I am returned.
Excellent. Welcome back. Looks like an eye. Newfound Adventure. Woo! The cat has no arms. Maybe we should upgrade the cat at some point. Use a paid for service. I still can't quite work out what that is.
Ah, you're awake.
Yeah, it was echo things.
My apologies. I do get a little carried away with my sewing. You seem awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream? Or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga?
Grand Saga, Grand Saga.
Either way, I promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall. If you'll accompany me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
For show! Let's go! Quest accepted. Oh, we only just accepted. So yeah, I just recently started. Finished Dawn Trail on my other playthrough. All these quests I haven't started. And been trying to get my characters up to level, all my characters up to level 100. Or characters, not characters, jobs. Because that's what I do. That's just the kind of person I am. We just ran over to Tataru. But I didn't do it as part of Endwalker. So they're all at level 80. So it's taking a while. And also I'm not actually I'm just doing some of the quests for healer. I'm not actually doing that in dungeons, and I probably should. Well, it looks pretty. I suspect, however, it's lower level than my current armour. On account of I've already checked. To make sure my armour level was enough to get through the entire adventure. Oh, we're a walking billboard for Tataru now. Oh, I see. It's just... It's not even like gear for questing. It's just gear for looking good in. Ooh, the Unending Codex. Ooh, it's got Tataru in it, the signs of the seventh dawn and the final days. Nice. Bountiful Ruins. Tataru has some advice to share with you. Nice. As the former receptionist. Right, we're off to Thadmere. Which is there. We're going. Where are we going? I'll go to Alzadaal. Yes, we'll use one of our tickets. I also need to level another job. And I've unlocked Viper. And I really need to sit down and work out how best to use that. Why aren't we using the Ethernet? But that's not a thing I'll do on stream. But it is something I'll need to do fairly soon. Because I don't want to waste all those juicy experience points from Dawn Trail by having a character that's a level 100 before I start. Professor Jolene! Let's go and talk to Professor Jolene. Does that mean we're going to buy him beer? So I don't need to buy him, I just need to offer him some free beer. Hello, Jalheen. Good job I've got no pending duty finder registrations. Yes, begin speaking with Jalheen. Boom, 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 ba-doom. Just well, let's go in coy. How about a drink? No, you don't look like the type that would object to a drink. Bottoms up. Wow, he was thirsty. Alzadaal. So it's like a piggy bank, but slightly bigger. A cheeky, good, yeah. Don't want him to get too drunk, though, eh? Fellow connoisseur of spiritus potables. Really? I'm no stranger to peril. Yes, here are the final days, yada yada yada. Night-night? Signal for water. Let's not have him just die on us. That would be embarrassing. Yes, I told her to bring you water, you fool. Let's go and find Azama. Oh, there he is. His hat has one of those weird symbols that suggest he might be willing to talk. Otherworldly hordes? I'm intrigued. The Shal. There's a crowd.
Please, Ashal, please! You must let me have that treasure map!
It's probably not real. Looks like
What's
a
all
dosa.
this about?
My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters. My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself. Can you spare us no kindness? So, you hope to find your fortune? And what? You expect me to surrender my wares for pity's sake?
It sounds like it.
What have you to offer in payment? As I thought. Come back when you've more than rags to your name. This is no mere treasure map. It is a guide to the vaults of Alzadaal III, one of the great Satraps of Radz-at-Han, and a direct descendant of Alzadaal Khan.
A map to
Still looks like a
Alzadaal's
dosa.
legacy.
So he says. A fake, I'd wager.
This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of passage. You may find the ruins hidden in the Bounty, but you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession. A priceless artifact it is, discovered amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days, and lovingly restored by yours truly. This map is the key to fabulous riches, and I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away. Be glad I am no such king, boy. Your scrawny-eyed would never return with that treasure alive. Oh, cruel fate! Why must you tempt me with wealth I am powerless to claim? How I
I shall envy the one who purchases that precious map. Whatever they pay will be but pittance against the golden hoard they stand to uncover.
Oh, I see. I see. 'Tis a con. Oh god.
What of you, sir? Fighting man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering Alzadaal's lost fortune.
A fortune, you say?
Don't do it.
If I had but the strength to seize that treasure, my starving sister would never want for food.
They're in for the kill. Just offer to give the kids some food.
I'll take it. Will this cover the price?
Well, if it's a bag of pebbles. Estinien. Estinien, Estinien, Estinien.
Well met, my friend. Someone is dressed for adventure.
Someone who's dressed to get ripped off.
But why Thavner of all places? Knowing you, I suspect there's more to your plans than sightseeing and shopping. Ruins beneath the Bounty. Curious. And here I've acquired a map to just such a site.
No. No, you haven't.
With that sale, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you'll excuse me.
You needn't mind us.
And now I've fleeced one of the heroes of the final days. Pray the sisters were looking elsewhere.
This map may or may not be genuine. Either way, we'll need a ship to find out for sure.
You seem eager to be underway.
Lest you misunderstand, I seek the treasure not for myself. If such a fortune truly exists, then it could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days. I hope to do for Thavner what you and Alphino did for the Alamegans when you recovered the Mad King's trove.
Oh yeah, I definitely remember that.
Come now. You know Alphino needs little encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of your shared exploits.
Keep getting Alphino and Alice are like 12 or something. Not 12, they're 16. They're very young. They do like to talk though.
Speaking of precocious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the merchant. Suppose his role was to draw the attention of the crowd and add weight to the merchant's bold claims.
So you weren't quite as ripped off as we thought then?
Transparent act for the most part. It was not all mummery. The need to provide for his sister rang true enough. Thus, if some portion of the profits end up in that waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent. Whether the map leads us to the vault or not.
Estinien. You're making me choke. up with emotion stuff.
You are coming along, yes?
Well, of course I'm coming along.
I thought as much. Now, let's see about securing a vessel.
Do you feel guilty, kid? Do you feel stab of guilt in that heart that you've ripped off a nice guy? Train the Radiant Host in Lancework. We can't ride our mount here, so we're gonna have to. Ethernet. Yes. Tried watching a video explaining the Viper's abilities, and I could be honest, really didn't understand it. Does this bear have 6 toes? There's definitely the 5, and then there's that one dot there. Is that the thumb toe? I'm going to keep wondering about that now. Matsya! How's ya been? Yay, free boat. Yeah, he's feeling guilty. That's one way of doing it. He never returned. Is that guy who was... who was being mentioned by that other guy? What's his name? Now you've gone and made him cry. Ishtala, she's always keen on this kind of thing. Does he not like Ishtala? Right. I'm fairly sure those two are probably somewhere and can't be found. Yes. And these two are in God knows where. Garlemald being helpful. They are no stronger. Well, don't do it then. These wouldn't be poor if he got eaten. You've got a stabber. You've got a new stabby stick. Is it a good stabby stick? Is the question. Let's have a look at our new stabby stick. Nope. Yeah, inventory. 630. Is that better? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh wow. My accessories are rubbish. Alright, this will help. Inventory. Use. Open to the army chest. I should do this. Equip. Nice. We have better stabby. Hello, Estinien again. Friends for the road. Estinien is ready to escort Merad to safety. Oh, I'm off to Charlene. Sure, it's bound to be fairly expensive. these crosses. Alright. Yum. We'll use this to go the 12 feet.
Ah, Urgica, my good man. Would you be so kind as to...
I'm considerably taller than Ojika.
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
I wish you had sent word ahead. I thought I was having visions for a moment there.
What are you working on? Oh,
Raha and
that's,
I have been compiling old records of the students' activities.
Sounds
We were
exciting.
able to locate several accounts in the archives of Numenon, but the bulk of our documents was lost along with the Isle of Fowl.
But what brings you to the Annex, my friend? Surely you haven't come all this way just to watch us shuffle dusty papers around? The treasure vault of Alzadaal III.
And you're looking for companions to join you on this expedition. I would dearly love to accompany you, of course, but I'm afraid I'm committed to another task. On the subject of which I had hoped to ask for your assistance.
Oh, how'd you know? What's he up to? Are you having a moment?
Then again, it's not so urgent that it can't wait until you've returned. You should go, Raha. I'll stay here and mind the shop, as it were.
Are you sure? I'd hate to leave you short-handed.
Liar.
I'm sure. Just try to be back before too many moons have passed.
Well, I guess we're off on another adventure already. Have you asked anyone else to come along? Then might I suggest we invite your Stola?
That's what I said. Estinien was like, nah.
Ever since the Scions disbanded, she spent most of her time cloistered within the Great Google Library, hoping to piece together a method to traverse the rift. It would seem, however, that whatever wisdom she sought there was not to be found. She arrived in Sharlayan the other day. We spoke briefly before she began her search of Numenon. Considering what you've told us of Alzadaal's extraordinary feats, I do believe your Stola would be more than interested to hear what you have to say. Splendid! Then let us head to the archives at once.
We're headed for archives.
Wait, before you go,
Oh,
I
why
have
not?
another potential member to volunteer, if you've room to spare. Urianger.
Is he falling out with Thankford?
He sent the students a request for materials, you see. Treatises on the architecture of treasure vaults and the like. From what I can gather, the Loporrits wish to build their own vault for the people of Aetheris to explore, and are looking for inspiration to help make it a memorable experience. So, why not take Urianger with you? Let him study Alzadaal's legacy firsthand.
None can deny the benefit of seeing something with your own eyes. If our expedition leader has no objections, I say we extend Urianger an invitation once we've spoken with your Stola.
Safe travels, you two. But don't forget, I'd still like your help with that other matter I mentioned.
Right. Then it's off to the library.
To the book place. We can run though, can't we? We can't ride our polar bear, but we can have a run. Hello, Stola. Oh, she's napping.
I've never known your Stola to doze off in the middle of research before.
No, we're just gonna sit and wait till she wakes up. Feels creepy, not gonna lie.
Close my eyes for one moment.
Yep. Lol.
How long have you two been here?
At least 14 hours. You're having your cat nap. It's lovely.
Did you now?
Yeah.
I must have been studying for 2-3 days straight before exhaustion finally claimed me. As you know, I've been researching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections.
You have, we know.
Well, looking for hints at least. I don't expect to find a simple set of instructions tucked away in some dark corner of the library. So I've been skimming through the stacks, hoping to uncover even a partial mention of any similar feats in the past. A means to travel between worlds exists, and you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. So I promised Runar, but 'twould seem I've set myself a nigh impossible task.
You needn't be so hard on yourself. The leap I made with the Crystal Tower was not achieved in an afternoon. It was the culmination of a collective effort spanning generations.
Oh, you think me discouraged? I assure you, 'tis quite the opposite. A daunting challenge and the time to sink my teeth into it. I feel like a fresh-faced student again.
A scholar in her element.
Indeed. Was there something else you wish to ask of me? Alzadaal is no minor figure in Harnish history, and much is known about his family. But this is the first I've heard of a descendant surviving a trip to another world. If those tales are true, then he may have left behind some clue as to how it was accomplished. An invitation to delve into one of the world's lingering mysteries. As if I could refuse. And whence do we embark upon this expedition?
Right now! So let's go.
Achiali, by ship. But before that, we thought to extend an invitation to Urianger as well. He was in Thalmazane, last we heard.
Then by all means, let us recruit him, and be on our way.
Yes, let us. I think she's in. She's been added to the Undead Codex. As is Heidelin. How has Heidelin been added? Where are we going? Thalmazane. Yeah. No. Not for 250. Oh, it's stood in the water. Great. Now our feet are wet. Now we have wet feet. We can ride here, can't we? We can just bust through this with a polar bear too big. Let's go. Let's go in the lift. Oh no, we can't ride in here. Well, we can't fly in here. Only the Ragnarok can fly in here. Hello, Urianger.
Ah, our illustrious champion. Cloaked in the mantle of the common explorer, fame set aside in thy pursuit of simple adventure.
Yeah.
I am told a new expedition is in the offing. And thee. As ever, thou art the picture of strength.
You've been keeping yourself busy, I trust?
True to our plan, Thancred and I embarked upon a pilgrimage of sorts, with an eye for gauging the state of those lands through which we passed. Our travels were interrupted, however, by a request for aid from our befurred lunar allies. As you may recall, the Loporrits had been seeking new purpose for the moon, another role through which it might serve to benefit mankind. The Forum hath been working to advise them in this endeavor, but I return to offer mine own counsel.
And this has what to do with treasure vaults, exactly?
Ah, you have learned of my predicament from Mistress Cryle. I know not whence they acquired such knowledge, but the Loporrits now stand convinced that adventurers delight in treasure hunts.
She's not wrong.
Thus, with their newly built wonderland of riches and mystery, do they hope to entice all manner of daring delvers to the moon? So earnest and innocent was their desire to bring joy to the world that I found myself powerless to refuse them my cooperation. But what of you, my friends? Why are you come to Labyrinthos? Fascinating. This is indeed a most fortuitous opportunity. I should be honored to accept thine invitation.
Lovely.
How long hath it been, I wonder, when last our actions were not impelled by fate or desperation?
Couple of weeks.
Aye. Though I cherish the Scion's accomplishments, 'tis pleasant to not have the weight of the world upon our shoulders for a change.
Counting Estinien, we number 5 now, yes? Without knowing what traps or perils await unwary feet, we may be wise to refrain from recruiting others.
I agree. Between us, we should have the skills to handle whatever situation may arise. Shall we be on our way?
Sure. I mean, it's only a 4-man dungeon, so someone's getting
no
their
time
thing.
to spare a word for the grizzled old bard?
Why are we looking at his feet?
All is well, I trust?
A wasted trip, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to catch up with a former mentor while you parleyed with the rabbits, but it seems our paths were not to cross. That's because we didn't travel by experimental etherite. It's astounding what a lack of nausea does for one's sense of well-being. In any case, as we made our way around Alzadaal, we saw that much of the continent was in various stages of chaos. A certain amount of disorder is to be expected. The final days are over, and the people no longer have a common threat binding them together. That's the thing with these fledgling troubles, eh? You need to keep an eye out, lest they mature into full-grown headaches. So, for what reason have so many esteemed personages seemed fit to gather? Beneath the waters of the Bounty, you say? I see you've already stolen away my traveling partner with the promise of unexplored ruins and scholarly glory.
Nay, 'tis not for mine own indulgence, but rather the fulfillment of my commitment to the Loporrits.
Ah, of course. And if you have Estinien rounding out your group, you'll likely have all the members you need.
More than that, actually.
Feeling left out? I could put in a good word for you, if you like.
We may have been released from our obligations, but I'll never be free of that merciless wit of yours, will I?
See, released shouldn't be in the quotes. It should have been wit.
In all seriousness, 'tis best I sit this one out. Too many former scions consorting with one another might be seen as a cause for concern in certain quarters. I'll return to my usual reconnaissance and scout out the situation in the Far East. Feel free to share if you come across any interesting revelations. Till we meet again.
Shall we also hasten our departure? Sir Estinien will wonder what hath become of us.
Alright, back to Akyali. Teleport. There? No, there. There we go. The Edley Man's probably the closest. Oh, I have the sleepies. And a bad back. It's alright, we won't crash your boat. Alzadaal's legacy. Ishtorla is intrigued by the legend of Alzadaal III. We're going. Somewhere. We've accepted a quest. How cool of us. Right. Okay. Let's use duty support. Interesting. Ishtola's a DPS. I'd have had her down as a healer. Oh, and I suppose she's Black Mage, isn't she? Let's go with this lot. Duty support is so useful. The map turned the lights on for us. Right, now I've got to remember how to do this job. Which one is Eva?
Make ready!
You could probably do that. That's probably
Allow me.
You are allowed. Alright, let's just switch to doing this then. I was looking for the enemy thing then. It's in a different place to where it is on my other character. That was rude.
Gloves are off.
Be gone!
Let's do that one, then we'll switch back to a single target rotation. There we go. Oh, look, it's given us a bridge. Nice. And more things to kill. Aha, you weren't expecting that. Nobody expects that. Like Spanish Inquisition, but definitely not Spanish Inquisition.
I will not hold back.
Hold still.
Get poisoned. It's probably not poison.
Be gone!
Get some kind of AoE. No, dot damage. Ooh, you bubbles.
Hold still.
Be gone!
Allow
You
me.
think they don't like us? Alright,
I will not
suspect
hold
we've got a
Allow
boss
me.
next, so we'll save all of our cooldowns.
There.
forgot that wasn't a gap closing one. Keep an eye on these two. Right. Let's follow Urianger. Doing great. Sure I understand those.
Be gone!
What's he doing there? So, just over here? Explodey, explodey, explodey. Someone give you some kind of help. Big wave incoming. Done. We've killed the octopus thing. Oh, we've got some elegant tomestones of Potix. And some materia. Yay. Exactly what I needed. We're about to land in some hot water. Well, probably cold. Not gonna lie, it's probably cold water. Oh, big fish. Big fishies. So cool. So lovely. Alright, okay, so we'll do that. That. Make ready! They all did. Ooh, Healing bracelet. That'll be useful. No, what are you doing? I'm not that brazen. No, that's the wrong one. Now we can use these. Makes sense to use these now. Be gone! Be gone! They're gone! Oh, they are be gone. They've be gone well and good. They're well and truly be gone. Anything this way? Nope. More watery. Oh. We're on then, Bounty Russell. I'm not sure it's supposed to just burn through all of your abilities just then. Well, you know, save some. What do we get then? Some slaying earrings. No, we're maiming, aren't we? We are the maimer. Nope, wrong one. We want this one. Don't want him doing weird things again.
Hold still.
Together we shall overcome this.
Right, well, we've overcome him. That's the important thing. What's next? Some kind of automatic coat hanging machine. Or it could be an armored chariot. Who knows? But you don't want to stand in the water. Things aren't going well. We may They have to
Something
redo
special
this
for
one.
you.
If we can be kept alive, we should be alright, because I've learned my lessons. By learned my lessons, I mean I'm standing near Urianger, and no one's going to convince me otherwise. Don't leave me, Urianger. We have to stand over here. That was lucky. Pay more attention to mechanics. Right, Urianger, where are we going now? Ooh, nice. Rail cannon, what does this do? Did it do it? Did I miss it?
Hold still.
Here? Oh wow.
Gloves are
Good
off.
guess. I'm learning. And it's over. We didn't die, chat. We didn't die. Scouting boots. Thigh boots. We're still naming, so we're still no good for us. The Arapago remnants. Ooh, there's a guardian, a weapon, another weapon. That's about it. Get close enough, man. Look at all that glod. So much glod. Ooh, in a box. More glod. Wow. Ooh, it goes all the way back there. Oh, all those pockets Tataru put in our thing is going to be so useful. Except we're not here to steal glod, so let's not. So instead, ooh, it's an acrolith. Because we know exactly what an acrolith is, don't we? Mini-series. or just not even a series, just a video of some of the quest lines. Oh, another treasure coffer. But that will mean doing the entire game again. Which I'm not against if it's for a good cause. Is he on his own? Yeah, he's gonna feel all might of my single target rotation. Except I've already made a mistake. Oh well. Is that a treasure we can open? No. Oh, no, God. I didn't even try and open it, is the annoying thing there. It's not like I was like, ooh, can I open that? No, it was just like, haha, get bent.
Hold still.
Not even fire. Right, take that, mimics. You're mimicking. Attacking me when I didn't even check if or not you were a treasure coffer. Not that I'm bitter in any way.
Be gone!
I'm assuming this is the last group before the boss, so I'll save me diggings.
Allow me. Be gone! Hold still.
Just hit it. Ooh, a cutscene. How cool. Looming Warden Capiculu. He seems to be made of ribbons. He seems to be all ribbony. There was a treasure coffer. See if we get a maiming thing. We didn't get a maiming thing. We've mapped the realm. Have some of that. Don't know why I did that specifically first.
Make ready.
Oh, that's right. See these weird things. Well, that was fun.
gone!
He's not begoning. I told him to be gone. Don't know why we're here, but we're here. It's I'll let them come to me, then there's no confusion. We should have done the dot one. Hello! Oh, you sneaky booger. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow. Well, we survived. That's the important thing.
Allow me.
Ooh. What's he doing next? Wild weed. This is the thing where it drops from the ceiling and we have to go to the green one. Or a green one. Or a yellow one. How do we know? Went where I wanted to go, Uriange. How awkward was that? Oh, okay. So, okay. So he points at the one. Okay.
Something special for you.
Yes. A thing to the. If you've got a face. Is that a face? Doesn't look like a face. Oh no! Exploded in a shower of sparks. And we've completed the duty! There's a treasure coffer. Let's go get treasure coffer. We got something! Can we use it? No. Fine. Alright, let's leave.
What have we here?
'Tis not unlike a Hunnish alchemical furnace in design.
Well, there is one way we might find out.
Stop! You mustn't touch him.
The boss man. In tiny boss man form. Sorry, tiny boss man.
Vritra! Oh, my apologies. Should I continue calling you Varshan?
You may address me as you wish. My nature is no longer a secret. Still, this is not a setting I imagined for our reunion. Surely you've not entered these ruins as common looters.
Would that we could deny your accusations, but I fear you're not far from the truth.
Don't take like that, Estinien.
Great Vritra, might we beseech thee to explain the nature of this strange contrivance?
It was crafted by our alchemists at my behest, for the purpose of sealing something away.
I wasn't going to touch it, but you know, Ishtar.
Perhaps I should simply show you.
It's a black round thing. Purple, very purple. Shtola's excited.
I have lifted the seal, if only for the moment, by an authority only I possess.
A planar fissure?
No, my friend. Small though it may be, this is a functioning gate into the void.
Kind of void gate. Graha. We're complete. Meant to talk. No, not him again. A brother's grief. Ishtola is appraising the Void Gate with a scholarly eye.
I must admit, I am deathly curious to know how a Void Gate came to be hidden in the depths of these ruins.
To tell that tale, we must first peer far to the south, and even further into memory. An age 5 millennia passed when the Algan Empire sent an invading force to the shores of Merasidia. The southern people rallied around the commanding figures of Bahamut and Tiamat and fought fiercely to repel the would-be conquerors. With Bahamut's defeat, however, the tide turned against them. Desperate to seize any advantage, the Mercidians resorted to summoning primal entities.
The buggers.
In response, Emperor Zande forged a covenant with the Cloud of Darkness, sovereign among the all-devouring denizens of the Void. thus bolstered by icons on one side and void scent on the other. The two armies clashed in a battle of unspeakable carnage. So much death, so much loss.
I consider myself well versed in that period of history, yet you speak as one who witnessed it happen.
Indeed, I did. I heard Tiamat's roar of defiance and sped toward that war-torn land. Along with my sibling, Ashdaya. We dragons are not male or female as men are wont to classify, but elder sister is the closest a mortal tongue can come to describing what she meant to me. I was the last of our brood to hatch, and Ashdaya cared for me where my sire could not. Thus I was with her when Tiamat roared. I was with her when she journeyed south, and I was with her when she fought against the void-sent hordes. Yet no matter how many of their vile fiends we cast down, more rose from the abyss to take their place. Faced with an unwinnable war of attrition, Ashdaya risked her all on a final gamble. She plunged through the Void Gate itself to strike at the root of their strength. I tried to follow in her wake, determined to lend what aid I could. But even as I came upon Alag's glittering tower, I saw the rift close behind her. And Ashdaya has been lost to us ever since.
I find I must retract my earlier claim of historical knowledge. Nowhere in the Crystal Tower's archives did I see mention of such noble sacrifice.
That does not surprise me. To Allagan eyes, it must have seemed as if a lone dragon, driven to madness, simply dove through the gate and did not return. For my part, I spent long years searching for the means to reunite with Ashdaya. Until I could search no more. Until Allag was dust, and the arch to open a void gate large enough to accommodate a dragon forever lost.
Yet you have the beginnings of a gate right here, under the control of a harnessed device.
My discovery came before Alzadaal was founded. Though I scoured the lands for a method to cross the rift, it was beneath the sea that I chanced to find a natural planar fissure. It was, however, far too narrow to admit a worm's bulk. Only after our city rose upon the rock, and I could enlist the aid of our talented alchemists, did matters take a favorable turn. Their dedication was beyond reproach. Tirelessly they worked to expand the fissure, and after decades of toil, it finally grew to a size that a child might pass through.
Not long ago, you told us that you called out to your kin, that Ashdaya's answer was silence. I suspect the conclusion to your tale is not a joyful one.
With hope in my heart, I used the simulacrum to cross the threshold. But no, I did not find her. What I found was a host of void scent, clamoring around the opening they had sensed. It was but a moment, but enough. I had no choice but to retreat and allow the portal to contract once more.
The gate was a threat to your people. You had to decide between endangering Razathan and abandoning your sister. You chose the latter.
'Twas not that thy siblings scorned thy call. 'Twas that she was trapped beyond a barrier through which neither roar nor dragon may pass. Even now, in the desolate world of the 13th.
I can scarce imagine your pain, yet it was wise not to linger in that place. Too long a sojourn, and even a being of your power risks being warped into a creature of the void. You've seen this phenomenon before, when we stepped into the darkness.
Remember when Nero turned purple?
As did I. Were it not for Une and Doga, or Nero for that matter, we might never have made it home. Do you remember what happened to Nero? How his wounds allowed the Void's corruption to enter his body and twist his ether? Had it been allowed to progress much longer, I presume he would have been fully transformed.
Then there is little hope for Ashdaya.
Ah, no. I hadn't meant to. I speak only of possibilities.
Lol. Sticking his foot in it.
The scales of the First Brood are extraordinarily resistant to ethereal fluctuations. They are the protective talisman's core components after all, and even the corruption I described would struggle to overcome. Of course. With the warding scale in one's possession, one could conceivably survive a stay in the 13th without being warped by its energies.
Be that as it may, it is too late to rescue my sister. 5,000 years too late. And now countless others look to me for guidance and protection. So when I sensed intruders in the ruins, I came only to ensure that the gate remained closed. That, and to secure the treasure, of course. I wish only to forget the rest.
Ooh, first brood has been added. Excellent. Ether has been added. Lovely. Right, I'm going to run a 3-minute ad because we're due. Right, let's crack on. We were going to talk to Ishtalah. We've discovered that Vashan has a sister. Yeah, sorry. They keep spare ones on hand in just case, like, random groups just come in and destroy them all. Passage to Thavnir. Speak with Vashan at the High Crucible of Alchemia. I really want a separate computer for streaming. think. Actually, I've got another computer that can stream. Where are we? The High Crucible. We can just walk. Or run. Yeah, I've got another computer that's capable of streaming. I don't have a means by which I can connect it. I need a capture card, I think. This doesn't look brilliantly green, this tea. Ow. It's very hot though. No, it's me. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. It was me. Like a Graz, the one that looks most sort of, yeah, sus. They built a massive thing to hide a little door, and then they're just like, oh, you know, we could probably just put some treasure in here as well. It was all Estinien's idea. It's what we were going to steal it for. Well, you might have been helping other people. Oh yeah, we've got this other thing we need to do. Don't know what it is, but we've got to do it. Yay! I'm assuming Mists of the Realm is the, oh, I don't know what that is. Of course, anything to make up for the constructs we broke. Complete. Oh, we got another cutscene. Let me put on my shocked face. Ooh, it's yeah, platform. Ooh, it's shaped like a sword. Oh, it's this guy from that thing. Oh, and they look like the platform. And also suspiciously assigned. Elementy. They're very elementy. And he's a bit of a diva by the looks of it. There's a cause. Ooh, he's after redemption. This is a redemption arc. I think it probably is. Sharing the wealth. Bashan wishes to discuss the distribution of the treasure. Alright. Let's go and talk to people, talk to people. Let's go and chat. Ha! Estinien has to go to the hard place. Although I have to go to 2 places. You know what? I was on the right thing. Why did I go there? No, let's not spend that money. We're polar bearing. Oh, there's nothing to do. Oh, okay. Hello, Matsia. Again. Yes, we finished with the boat. Probably should have told you that before. Should have probably come straight to you and said, Matsia, we're finished with the boat. Giant turtles. Ooh, and Lassie. I think I'm getting ripped off. I am not Estinien. This is not great green tea. Shame we bought such a large box of it. But there I thought, green tea's green tea, surely. Where are we going? Back to the Megaduta. No. There. Maybe I need to give it another minute. Another couple of gulps. Megaduta! Yeah, because his real body's thick-ish. I only heard bad news. Build some ships, yeah, 'cause that's just quick and easy. Oh, was that him? What was his name? Jim. Meredith. Meran? Assembled functionaries. Do you reckon they object to being called assembled functionaries? I line manage someone. I call them my minion. Not to their face, that would just be rude. But I wonder if they've ever picked up on the fact that I call them my minion.
I thank you for your attendance. The riches the Radiant Host have retrieved were hoarded in Alzadaal's name. A fortune I set aside for a future day of need. And lo, that day hath come. May it aid our wounded city in reclaiming its vibrancy and vigor. In better times, I would leave such a task to our capable Ahawan. God's rest his soul. Finding myself bereft of his counsel in the here and now, I will assume the responsibilities of mine office directly. Firstly, the treasure shall be sold for more convenient currency. Thence, invested into the trading port of Yedlamad. Our merchants must have their operations restored, their ships rebuilt. Commerce must flow once more. None were spared the tragedy of the final days. Of this, I am well aware. But an absence was created by the loss of Alzadaal's consortium. And by filling it, we provide new means for our fishermen, our artisans, and others to bring their wares to distant markets.
And what of the children who were left without family to care for them?
Yeah, you asked that question, Estinien.
That is a concern which weigheth heavily upon my mind. A simple gift of coin will soon be exhausted, leaving these young souls adrift on the fringes of our society. Nay, a proper solution is needed, one which doth guarantee their welfare for years to come. Thou hast surely seen how other nations rise to meet this challenge, adventurer. What dost thou deem the wisest course?
Takes a village. Don't know where this is going, but it takes a village.
Of course. We must all look out for one another. Let us put this idea into practice. A contract shall be written, requiring all who receive of Alzadaal's treasure to commit a portion of their future earnings towards the running of an orphanage. Now, such an influential policy is deserving of a worthy name.
Bob's Law. Alzadaal's Law.
A fitting candidate. Alzadaal should be remembered, not as the blasphemy which terrorized Thavnair, but as a hard-working and generous man who brought much wealth to our shores. Do any among you object to this proposition? Many here lost loved ones to the beasts.
In that time of strife, any one of us could have broken. Any one of us may have been taken by despair. When I think of Alzadaal, I feel no hatred. Only a stinging regret that we could not save him as well. Isn't that right, men?
This bodes well for that boy. Mirad, was it? Perhaps he can cut ties with that shady peddler.
Then let it be done. Henceforth, this initiative shall be known as the Alzadaal Foundation.
I'm sure he'd be well chuffed.
Nabdeen, thou art to assemble a patrol and ensure that no child in this city liveth in squalor. Clerks, see to the management of our funds and make haste. Our citizens must not suffer a day more than is necessary.
Those things over
Dragon and man, side by side in pursuit of a brighter morrow. Reminded of Ishgard.
Woo. Dun, dun, dun. What's next? Bridging the Rift. Bridging the Rift. The veteran Radiant wishes to share his gratitude. Well, okay, then let's let him. The High Crucible. You do indeed. Right, where are we going? Over there. Right, let's go and find a blue thing. Let's find a blue thing and go quickly. Blue thing. Going. No, 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 no. There we go. Oh, actually, I think this puts us at the bottom of some stairs. Yeah, I'm going to have to climb up some stairs. I like stairs. Oh, there's two of them. And all the architecture is so big. Always sort of, yeah, it's always not got me so much, but it's just like, I just don't see architecture this big.
Right, here we all are.
You discovered something new.
I took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the void gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening. For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vritra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
We know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
It was once testy.
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics. From what we understand, travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them. Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first.
Oh, we're actually picturing it.
You touched a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location. His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world. The magics tore a hole in the wall separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness. In that place, the laws of nature hold no sway. Yet even through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were borne safely to your destination in the first. The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
Then what of the many voids sent found in the source? Who guides them here, and how?
An excellent question. Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical. For example, let us consider the Gargoyle, a creature of middling power.
It's vaguely familiar from a billion
To call
years
upon
ago.
such an entity, the prospective summoner must force open a void gate. The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact. Our more powerful gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner.
Has he just stood there waiting?
Instead, 'tis far more common to bring over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain exarch dragged us to the first.
Yeah, bugger. Just leave a corpse.
And just as our bodies
literally.
remained in our world, the Void Sense physical form is left behind in the 13th. Once at its destination, the summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
Wait. You said that Voidsent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
Exactly. For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse. Why is only the boundary between the source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
I believe solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the source and its reflections.
And how do you intend to get your answers?
No. The danger is too great.
He knows.
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
Were you not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages. Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
I assure you I was most attentive. And I agree that to go alone would be certain death. But if I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th, and humbled the cloud of darkness, well, I imagine my chances would be much improved.
Count me in.
I had a feeling you might say that. Once again, I put my life in your ever-reliable hands. That said, as much as I would like to march straight back to the Void Gate, there is the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal authority.
And he doesn't seem keen. Or does he?
As I've said before, I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name, provided it does not endanger my people.
You have my word that we will take every precaution, Not a single void scent will be allowed to threaten Alzadaal, assuming we manage to expand the portal in the first place.
You have a plan.
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
That they did. House Daimir was overseeing the project.
Daimir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a void scent which had slipped through the fissure. After a thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made void scent, if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
A man-made void scent?
Sounds exciting.
Yes. Being great admirers of the Archons, House Daimir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's official committee. They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been classified as prohibited material.
If that's true, then those notes might still be stored in a forbidden archive somewhere. Not Google, of course, since that library had yet to be built. Which leaves us with...
Fortuno's bedside table? Sure, why not?
Yes, it may very well hold a copy. In which case, I say we head directly to Charlene.
Right. Yes. Because that's not expensive.
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelves. I see myself being of little use. Go on ahead. I still need to find Mirad and tell him about the Alzadaal Foundation.
Let us be on our way as well.
They are resolved to venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
Who are you talking to, Vishan? Oh, was it me? Speak with the Stoller. Oh, that guy. What's his name? That's him. Monty Chain. Alright, let's go. Is there anywhere we need to stop and chat? Oh, yeah. We're going the wrong way, though. Are we? There's a locked box. You gonna run with me, Ashtola? I think I could just transport, actually. Transport, teleport, Aetheryte, and she'll stay with me, but I'm not 100% certain, so I'm not going to. Discuss the studio. She remembers it fondly. Fondly, I tell yous. Fondly. For some reason I was expecting those stairs to go down. Nope. Montechagney. We want some forbidden wisdom. That's why. Only one reason to go into a vault of forbidden wisdom. Get all that juicy forbidden knowledge. No, no, of course we don't intend to cross into the void. Why would she's given it away. Yes, the famously not hating us forum. Oh, we gotta go and talk to Alice's dad. Well, we can tell you it's dark, and it used to have a cloud, but it doesn't have a cloud anymore. I suppose technically I don't really have to really bother, do I? With thinking about it, because there's plenty of quests. Those quests will get me up to the level I need to be at with my Viper. It would be nice to play the game, play it properly though. Yes, off your bottle. Yeah, a cup of tea wouldn't go amiss. It's not important information or cup of tea. It could be both. In fact, it should be both. It should be a cup of tea and world-changing requests. See, you're regretting not offering us tea now, aren't you? You're like, oh my god. Play on his emotions. Make him all emotional. Yay! They're gonna talk. They're gonna talk about it. Should be exciting. Right, thank you, Buttling guy, Mr. Buttle. Where are we going? The Baldesian Annex. Are we going in here? Yes, let's enter the main hall. Oh no. Oh dear, have we lost her? Have we lost we haven't got to do all that again, have we? Scheisse. Scheisse. Where's she gone? Oh, just over here. Sorry, Ishi. But, oh, there it is. I mean, it's so small and indistinct. However did I... no wonder I missed it. Oh, there's two of them. Are they smiling? So that good news? Is this the bait and switch? Yes, I'm sure we'll be censured if we don't use it properly. Talk to Monty Champagne. Restricted reading. Monty Champagne is waiting to offer you further instructions. Is he indeed? I don't think we could hold Ishtola back. I think if we are at the end of being awake for 5 days straight, Ishtola would still be like, yeah, we're going now. I'm not 100% certain this was, quicker. Oh, ads will be starting soon. Go and stand near the index page, and then I'm going to kick off the ads and do a quick be right back. Right, yes, we have water, so let's talk to index page. If that really is his name. Oh God. What do you mean we can't use naked flames? Those are some inefficiently designed shelf things in the middle.
If House Damien's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
For show. For show, let us begin. Untitled journal. Exit. Leather-bound log. Weighty tome. Do we think it's a log, a tome, or a journal? Let's go for journal. Today, in a world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was so unlike her ravenous brethren, eyes blazing not with hunger, but trembling like a candle's flame, threatening to flicker out at any moment. I wonder if she is even the proper word. Such distinctions seem inconsequential, insignificant even. All that matters is the love I feel for this exquisite transcendent being. It wasn't the journal. Is it the tome? In the year 1564 of the 6th astral era, the Amal Jar summoned Ifrit, their patron god. Accounts describe the being as a gigantic lizard-like being with a potent command of the fire aspect in magics. If we consider that primal summoning is an act fueled by faith and prayer, it is unsurprising, if not expected, that the resulting deiform entity should manifest the appearance and powers with which it is attributed by its worshippers. What then might emerge from the ether should one who believes in an almighty omniscience attempt the same ritual? Would the scholar himself grace us with his presence? Some other embodiment of divine sagacity? Could this man-made god truly be all-knowing? And if it were, whence would such knowledge arise? I myself have many questions concerning the nature of the ancient world. With no spell to transport me back to the days of old, could I instead summon a being possessed of encyclopedic wisdom of every age? Yet with no means to verify its pronouncements, how could one be certain they were true? Again. Alright, so it must be the leather-bound log. Go and interact with this leather-bound log. The following pages detail an advanced method for manipulating rifts spanning apertures as defined by the Nuhashan, the 9th patriarch of House Daemir. This might be it. We present these research notes to the faculty of Charlayan Studium as both a token of our friendship and an expression of our boundless admiration. Yep, we've got it. Found it! Yes, that's because I checked more than one book.
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Daemir's resonance many times at the Great Work. Time to see what all the fuss was about.
Go on then.
Among the ranks of the Void Sent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures. A talent which sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate. Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial atomos.
Very clever.
How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon void scent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales.
Possibly? Might have even been there.
And still, House Daemir went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive. It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves? Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
Are we off then? Thank you, index page. Right, I'll have to find Dana then. The great work is not on this list. Do, 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 do. Won't be long before we have to start paying for these trips with our money. Yes, read it. But surely they wouldn't have given the Charlians their only copy. Yeah, like you hate it. I'm very excited, given how more dangerous this is. Let it eat us. Right, we're going to go and get some water. Come on, Polly. Polly bear. Where are we going? There. Oh, I'm going to go at the bottom of the stairs. Oops. Astrally dense pocket. You get pockets in water? I suppose you do. Right. To the Ishtola. Where is Ishtola? Oh, back there. Okay. Whee. I do have that flask for you, Ishtola. Here, there you go. Oh, we have to make a choice. I don't know. Skill speed? Skill speed. Oh. Wow, this one's got all sorts of extra stuff on it. Void theory. Ishtola is eager to depart for the vault. And we get options. Oh, we get our own fancy boat. I mean, it looks a lot like Matsia's fishing boat. But presumably it isn't. We're off to Weaver's warding. Go on, Nidana, you kick us off.
The ruins alone were impressive enough, but I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the Bounty. It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
What is it you're doing now?
There is something I wish to verify. The Noah reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater. Gra has theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence. But I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
So, this is an experiment of sorts?
Yes, an experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
Say nothing and look meaningfully at Estinien.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Surely you'd not expect me to wriggle through that tiny portal.
No, of course not, but it was funny.
We needn't attempt anything so drastic. A small familiar should serve well enough. Now, a lowly imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow. Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same. I hadn't wanted it to come to this, but no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
Oh, poor familiars.
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born.
Everything's floating.
Water, water, froth and foam!
Ready your arms. I fear she's been possessed.
Oh, come now. That was adorable.
Water, water, froth and foam! Time to play!
Oh, cute.
Though not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate. I only wish my younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual.
Lol.
In any case, these two should serve as well. This one will bear a warding scale. And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption. If I could impose upon you to open the gate. Your Excellency?
Ah, yes.
Not
of
the
course.
face of someone who knows what's going on.
We should also be wary of void scent slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinien, you are to keep Nidana safe from harm.
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
Sure, why not?
Oh, are you volunteering to join the Nixies? I could shrink you down, you know.
Sure, why not?
Let us begin,
Almost like a
shall
rewarding
we?
scale.
Nixies, into the void.
Bye then. Destination. We're waiting. We're still waiting. We've waited. Nidana is very excited.
I think we've waited long enough. Nixies, return to my side.
Oh. Oh, poor that one.
Thank you, little one. You did well.
The poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
We're out of time. I must reseal the void gate.
Well, crack on then.
They're coming through!
In the name of Alzadaal III, I bar this door unto the void.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent.
Just put it out of its misery. The poor thing's twitching.
The one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium.
Handy.
Rest now, little ones.
Graha's theory was correct then.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation. It was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently. We may need to modify the warding scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
You've said much of the Void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives. The 13th is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness. In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void. And what of your own experience? Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition? I can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage. A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way. But first, I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos. Or I could, if I had the relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives?
Ooh, he's having to think about it.
Your Excellency?
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
We will see you back in the city then.
He doesn't seem keen. What are our options? Fending, slaying, aiming, healing, casting. Slaying? Fending, aiming, slaying. A satrap's duty. Stola ponders the next stage of preparations to enter the void. Let's accept this then. You don't want to see what's going on in there? Go on then. Go and do your thing, Estinien. Do your Estinien things. Yes, let's prepare. Ironworks. Haven't been in a while. We haven't been to Ralga's Reach in a while. Oh, we didn't need to use a thing to get here. We can use our polar bear to go this very, very short distance. Hi! I'd forgotten you helped sort the ship out. Dress it in armor. Is this free, or are we going to have to pay for this? Oh, really? You dragged me all the way out here, and then you're like, yeah, get back yourself. I see Nidana. And Vishan. And Stola.
Ah, hey Stola. The adjustments are going well, I hope?
'Tis a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records. What I found was a transaction log dated around the same period as when Alzadaal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components, and I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial atomos. I then visited the High Crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
The usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless, heedless even, in your determination?
My sire entered his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm. It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side. She was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence. No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together. But I am Satrap now.
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
Nabdeen, what is this about?
Sir Estinien told us of your predicament.
Of course he did.
For centuries you have protected Alzadaal, never showing your true self, hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people. Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire? We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
Yay!
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet...
Now you listen to me, Varshan!
You can't say that. He's your boss.
You are wearing that face, after all. As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all. And if you are family, then so too is your sister. We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
Your Excellency,
people.
I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together, safe and happy. And I hope that you and your sister can be together again too.
Take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you. And here I stand, failing to live up to them. If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ashdaya nor Alzadaal. My people, I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavne for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the Satrap's most essential duties. While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
Take care, and fair fortune, brother. Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
I would not dare make you cry.
Anyone else? Megaduta, Megaduta. Alright, let's Megaduta our way over to the Megaduta. All the rooms are full of gold. All my rooms are full of gold. just told me to bugger off. Go away. Ooh, what do we want? Oh, there's a post. It's looking dark and ominous again. Some kind of... Oh, it's one of them.
And thus I am returned. To this world, bereft of saviors.
Okay. Looks like we're done. We have done Newfound... Is that what it's called? Newfound Adventure. I've just seen it there. It's on the screen. Newfound Adventure. So that is the first of the batches. 6.1? Is that what that's called? Yeah, we will... Next Saturday is the plan. I don't know what's next Saturday in terms of date. 19th. I don't think I've got anything on the 19th. Yeah, no. Alright, so 19th we'll do Buried Memory, which is the next one. Am I around on the 26th? I think I am around on the 26th. Not around the week after then, though. Our next stream will be Monday. About 7ish, we'll be doing some more Stowe. We've... I forget where we are. We're not that far in. It'll be our 5th Stowe venture, although I probably need to go in and do some things before then. I also need to do some things on here to make sure I'm ready for Buried Memory, because, you know, who knows if my gear is up to scratch for that particular one. But yeah, I'm kind of stalling, but I don't think I want to stall much longer. Right, I'm not going to bother raiding, so I'll just end the stream. So thank you very much for everyone who's popped in. I will likely see you Monday. Have a fun evening. Then we'll do the where is it? Sorry, we'll do the We're Done. Yes. Okay. Alright, like I said, thank you very much. Back again Monday with some Stowe streaming. Back again next Saturday at 2 o'clock for the next episode of Buried Memory. And yeah, enjoy your week. TTFN.